I'm back again with another review. We have a really good one today. We have another Trinity spinny device. Um, it's called the Trinity Spinny by Trinity Hemp. Spin it, switch it. I reviewed one of them before, maybe even a couple of them. I don't remember if I put both of them on my channel or not, but this one is strawberry cough and gelato, sativa and hybrid, and you spin it, obviously, based on the name. You spin this up here. And now it switches flavors. That's on gelato. That's on strawberry cough. Um, I'm going to try just one today, actually. I'm going to do the other review for the strawberry cough tomorrow so I can get a better idea. Now, I was doing them both at the same time before, but it's hard to get an idea of each one. I mean, I can get the taste profile and all that, but it's hard to distinguish exactly what I'm feeling when I hit them that close together. I mean, I could wait like a few minutes in between, but I still rather just do one strain each day. I feel like that would be a better representation of how it is. So I'm gonna start off with the gelato. Um, Happy token. I'm gonna take a hit, see how she goes. That's a very unique taste. Different than any gelato I've had, honestly. Although I haven't had a gelato cartridge in quite some time. Has almost a I'm trying to place this taste I'm getting. It's very, very unique. Very different. Is it maybe like a cream or a nut? Like definitely like a creamy, or like, I don't know. It's definitely, let me take another one. Almost tastes like a coffee or like a chai tea. Which is a very creamy, sweet tea, by the way. I don't like tea at all. That's the only tea I drink. That's very different. That's a hard one to put my finger on. I would definitely say like a creamy, like a hazelnut, or like a coffee, like a nutty, earthy. Not really earthy actually, but it's hard. It's a hard one. It's really one you gotta taste to understand. Very good though, very good. Don't get me wrong. I love the taste. It's just very unique, very different, much different than what I was expecting. But I definitely like it. Definitely seems like a heavy stone, like a real heavy head high. Definitely one of those ones where you're kind of like having a hard time talking, like right after you smoke and stumbling over your words and stuff. It's definitely one of those ones where you're like looking for your phone while you're on the phone. It's definitely one of those strains, definitely. Or at least this rendition of it, you know. Yeah, that tastes really good. I like that. I wish I could get a more definite flavor profile for you guys, but it's different than any. any cartridge I've ever tried. Never have I ever had a cartridge that tastes like this gelato, ever. And that's not a bad thing. Like, the way it's sweet, it's like, there's absolutely no weed flavor really there. But it's not a bad thing, which is ironic because I don't like those types of flavors where you can't taste the weed and it's overly sweet, but this is like different. It's hard to explain. It's like very sweet, but at the same time, it doesn't taste artificial, if that makes any sense. It's hard to believe that these are fake terps just by how natural they taste. I don't know if they are fake terps. Let's see what it says. It says naturally derived terpenes. Naturally derived terpenes. I think that means that they add them in, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not. Would it be cannabis derived terpenes? CDT? Is that the same thing as naturally derived terpenes? If so, then that would explain it, but I don't know. I don't remember. I remember hearing before what that meant, but I don't remember now. It's been so long. I don't remember if naturally is like another word for, I mean, in theory it sounds like it, but I could have swore that somewhere I heard that naturally derived terpenes means they like add them in after. But that wouldn't make sense because that wouldn't be natural. So I don't know. I guess I'd have to ask the company themselves to get a better understanding of that, unless one of you know. Let me know down below. But either way, I'm very impressed with this. Overall, out of a 10, I would give it, based on everything, and this is without, like if I wait and maybe get a better feel for the stoniness and the heaviness of the high and how it affects you, maybe the score would change and I'll come back and update it if that's the case. But as of now, based off everything, and I'm very picky by the way, I would say this is the first time I'm starting an actual score. I would say based on the high taste, aroma, the way it hits, the body of it, everything is just, I'm going to say it's a 7.8. That's what I would put it at, which I think is a pretty good score. Could possibly be an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I'll update that. I'd put it in the 7.8 to 8.2 range, which again is a very good score. I guess it all depends on your preference, what side of that rating you'd put it on, and everyone's different. Somebody else, like, I've been trying sativas because I don't want to sleep as much, during the day and stuff, but I'm almost starting to think I'm one of those people that gets affected the opposite because some of the sativas will make me tired and the hybrids or the indicas will, they won't make me not tired, but they won't make me tired per se. It'll just be like a relaxed feeling without the grogginess. I haven't found a strain yet that actually, how they say gives you energy. I don't know if that's like people who aren't regular cannabis consumers, but never in my life have I smoked weed and said, "Oh my God, I am so full of energy." Maybe it just affects me differently, but um, usually it's more like, what do I have for snacks in my house, because I need to get something as immediately as I'm fucking starving. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know your stories down below if you have a strain that actually gives you energy where you smoke it and you genuinely, not like in your imagination or you have a ritual where this strain you have, you like to take a walk. I'm talking about like generally you don't want to do anything. You're just feeling like, just one of those days you don't want to do a thing. And then you light this up and smoke it and it gives you so much energy. You want to get everything done. Let me know what strain you try. Let me know what strain helps you. But I've tried a lot of strains, and I haven't really had any success on keeping me awake. I would say the closest one that I could find, which by the way I hated, was green crack, and that's because it gives me an anxiety attack no matter what. Like, I don't like that strain at all. It feels very dirty to me. Like the energy feels very unclean. It feels like I took like some type of drug or something, some upper. That's not natural to me. I mean, I know people that swear by that strain and they love it. So I guess it all depends on what you like. But I'm not a fan of the green crack. I never have been. Remember back in the teens, 2000 and what was it, like 2015, 2016, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little like around that time. It was around consistently, but thank God for the Granddaddy Perp that was around consistently too here on the East Coast to kind of balance things out, because I would have went crazy with the green crack 75% of the time. That would have completely put a damper on my smoking. I would have been so miserable. Um, I'm sure I would have found something, but um, yeah, that Granddaddy Perp, man, I miss that stuff. Oh, that stuff was amazing. And I've tried Granddaddy Perp cartridges, and it's just nothing's the same as the Granddaddy Perp flower. You know, it's just the stank on that, man. Oh my goodness, it's violently pungent. That's what I used to say. It's one of my favorite things I call violently pungent. It's so pungent it seems angry. But yeah, I think that'll do it. I'll take one more. Let you know how I feel. Well, yeah, I'm pretty big now. 3, 4 good rips, and you're loaded off that one. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a really good high. It's a lot different than some of the other ones I've had, like the Apple Fritter and the Bubba Kush, which I don't know if I ever reviewed that one on here yet. I got an Apple Fritter and Bubba Kush, but I know I did a couple of the other ones. I know I did the Pineapple Expressing God's Gift. And either way, out of all the strains I've tried, the Gelato is definitely the most unique tasting and the most unique effects-wise. But again, I'll be back to try the strawberry cough tomorrow or the next day. Again, it's Trinity hemp. It's actually Delta 8 and THCA and HHC. It's just the 3 of those, but it's a 6-gram disposable, 3 grams of each strain. I think I've mentioned this before. And they're very reasonably priced if you look them up, for the amount you're getting. And depending on where you live, they could be a little bit cheaper, I've noticed. Like on the East Coast, for me, they're actually a little bit more expensive, so unless I get them online, I have to pay a little bit of a premium, well, quite a bit of a premium, almost double the price up this way. But, still worth it compared to what they charge for the regular, At the dispensary, I think it's about 70 to 80 for a 1 gram cart plus taxes, so you're looking at $95, $100 for a 1 gram cart. It's just not economic, it's ridiculous. They're just taking advantage completely. I don't know how people can justify spending those prices and thinking they're getting a good deal or even getting it blows my mind. And even if you have money, it doesn't mean you should just throw it away like that. That is just throwing it away at that price. That is incredibly insane. The day I pay $100 for a 1 gram cart, man, I'm done. I better be rich, man. I better be rich. Like, I'm talking rich if I'm paying those prices, because I can't justify that. But to each their own, you know. I just think it's absolutely insane. But hopefully the market comes around and the prices go down because Mass has done a lot better over the past couple of years. They've really turned it around, and Mass is doing a great job with their, recreational in comparison to Connecticut, I would say. I could take like a 30-minute trip and save $100 or more on an ounce. Carts are half the price, if not cheaper. It's incredible the price difference for a 30-minute drive, but I don't, you don't always have a vehicle, or it's not always possible, and that 30-minute drive turns into let me take an Uber, which is $80 for that same trip, and then now you're talking like, oh, I just paid the same price pretty much, so I'll just stick to getting my spinnies, which are I honestly believe I smoke dabs, concentrates from the Massachusetts dispensary for months upon months upon months, and these give me the same effects. But again, I'll let you guys go. Have a great night, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.